Hey everyone, welcome back to Learn English with Sophie.
We're so glad you're here.
As always, we help you speak English with confidence in a simple, practical way. No complicated grammar lectures, just real English you can use right away.
Absolutely. And today, we're tackling a topic that's super useful but can feel surprisingly tricky.
That's right. Today's video is how to talk about your morning routine in English.
Now, you might be thinking, my morning routine? Why is that important? But trust me, it really is. This is one of the most common small talk topics you'll ever use. Think about it. When you meet a new coworker or you're making friends or even in an English class, someone will ask, "So, what do you do in the mornings?" Or, "Are you a morning person?"
Exactly. It's a perfect, friendly way to start a conversation and find common ground.
Right. And if you can't describe it, you might just freeze up or say something super basic like, "I wake up and then work." We want to help you go from that to having a smooth, natural, and interesting conversation about your day. It's a key part of sounding fluent and connecting with people.
Don't worry, we'll make this fun and easy. We're going to walk through a whole morning, step by step, and you'll learn all the natural phrases and vocabulary that native speakers actually use. Not from a textbook, but from a real conversation.
And you'll get to see our very different approaches to the morning, which might be reassuring for some of you.
It's true. So whether you're a super organized early bird like me, or you're someone who, let's say, embraces the chaos a bit more like Jack, you'll find phrases that work for you.
Embrace the chaos. I prefer to call it a flexible approach. But yes, this is for everyone. So get comfortable and let's learn how to talk about your mornings in English. Okay, Sophie. So we're talking about morning routines. I have to ask you, because I'm genuinely curious, what does your actual real morning look like from the very first second your eyes open? Be honest.
I will be honest, it's pretty structured, but it works for me. So my story usually starts the night before. I set my alarm for 6 a.m. I actually put my phone across the room so I have to get out of bed to turn it off.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Back up. You choose to get out of bed on purpose. My first move is the complete opposite. My alarm goes off at 7 and I immediately hit the snooze button, like it's a reflex. I'm not even conscious for it. Snooze is my best friend and my worst enemy.
See, that's the classic struggle. I used to do that too. My gentle advice, try putting the alarm just 5 feet away. It forces your body to move and suddenly you're already up. But I get it, that bed is so cozy.
It's a magnet. Okay, so let's say by some miracle I'm out of bed. You're already vertical at 6:02. What's the very first thing you do?
Well, I don't check my phone. That's a rule. I go straight to the kitchen and drink a big glass of water. It's my way of waking up my body. Then I'll spend about 10 minutes doing some light stretching. Nothing crazy, just to get the blood flowing.
That's amazing. My first move is a blind fumble for my phone. I check my notifications, emails, messages, the news, and immediately my brain is in work mode or stress mode. It's not a peaceful way to start the day. It's more like a digital avalanche.
And that's so common, Jack. Honestly, most people do that. If you want to try a change, maybe just try the water first for 1 week. But if the phone is your thing, that's okay. It's just good to know that's the phrase. I check my notifications first thing.
Noted. Okay, so you're hydrated and stretched. I'm now stressed and scrolling. What's next? The most important meal of the day?
Yes, breakfast. I'm a make breakfast at home person. I usually whip up some scrambled eggs or oatmeal. I like knowing what I'm eating and it saves money. I'll often listen to a podcast while I cook and eat. It feels productive and relaxing.
I admire that. I'm 100% a grab-and-go guy. My breakfast is usually a protein bar that I eat in the car, or if I'm running late, which is often, I'll pick up a coffee and a pastry on my way to work. My phrase is usually, I just grab something on the way.
And that's a perfectly valid and very popular routine. Grab something on the way is a great natural phrase. The key is just being able to describe it, whether you're a home chef or a grab-and-go expert.
So after breakfast, you're presumably fully dressed in a coordinated outfit you laid out the night before.
Sometimes I do try to get ready efficiently. Shower, get dressed, do my skincare. I try to keep it simple. My goal is to be ready before I have to think too hard.
My getting ready phase is a race against time. It involves a lot of, where are my keys? And does this shirt look okay? I usually take a quick shower, throw on some clothes, and hope for the best. My mantra is, I just throw something on.
Throw something on is the perfect casual phrase for that. It communicates a relaxed, not too fussy approach. So now we're both theoretically ready. What about the commute? How do you head to work or start your workday if you work from home?
Ah, the commute. I drive to the office. It's about 25 minutes. I'll listen to music or sometimes an audiobook to make the time useful.
Nice. Since I often work from home, my commute is just walking to my desk. But I still make a point to start at a specific time. I'll review my to-do list and prioritize my tasks for the day with a fresh cup of tea. That's how I ease into my workday.
Ease into my workday. I like that. I usually dive right in. As soon as I sit down, I'm answering emails. There's no easing in. It's more like jumping into a cold pool.
And both are completely normal. Dive right in is a great, vivid phrase for starting work quickly. So from hitting snooze to diving into work, that's the whole morning story.
It's a story with two very different chapters. But you know what? I actually heard a bunch of really useful words and phrases in there that I think we should clarify for everyone.
Oh, absolutely. We used a lot of useful words and phrases. Let's review the most important ones. We used a lot of useful words and phrases. Let's review the most important ones.
Perfect, because I heard a few I want to make sure I and everyone watching understand correctly. So what does it mean to hit the snooze button?
Great one to start with. To hit the snooze button means to press the button on your alarm clock or phone that stops the alarm for a short time, usually 5 or 10 minutes, so you can sleep a little longer. It's the act of delaying getting up. In our talk, you said, I immediately hit the snooze button, which is a very common and relatable habit.
Guilty as charged. Okay, next. You described yourself as a make breakfast at home person, and you said you whip up some eggs. What does whip up mean?
To whip up is a fantastic casual phrasal verb for preparing food or a meal quickly and without a lot of fuss. It implies it's easy and you're doing it without following a complicated recipe. It's more exciting than just make. So, I whipped up some scrambled eggs sounds more natural and fluent than I made some scrambled eggs.
I love that. I'm going to say I whip up a protein bar, though that might be stretching it. My style was different. I said I usually grab and go. Can you define that?
Of course. Grab and go is a wonderful adjective that describes something designed to be taken quickly, or a habit of taking things quickly. It's often used for food, like a grab-and-go breakfast, but it can describe your whole mindset. You said, I am a grab-and-go guy, meaning you take things quickly in the morning without spending much time. It perfectly captures that fast-paced morning style.
Exactly. Now, you used a really calming phrase for starting work. You said you ease into my workday. What does that mean? And how is it different from what I do?
To ease into something means to begin slowly and gently, allowing yourself time to adjust. It's the opposite of starting suddenly or with force. So, I ease into my workday means I start with quieter, simpler tasks, like reviewing my list before tackling big projects. You contrasted it perfectly with your phrase.
Which was dive right in.
Yes, to dive right in is the perfect opposite. It means to start something immediately and with full energy, often without much preparation. It's like jumping into a pool. You said, I dive right in, meaning you start answering emails the moment you sit down. Both are common approaches, they're just different styles.
This is super helpful. So to make sure everyone has the whole picture, let me do a quick 30-second recap of our whole morning walkthrough from start to finish. All right, so we walked through a complete morning. It all starts with the alarm clock. You either get up right away like Sophie or you hit the snooze button like me. First thing after getting up, you might drink some water to wake up, or you might check your phone notifications. For breakfast, you could whip up a meal at home, or you could have a grab-and-go breakfast, like a bar or a pastry you pick up on your commute. Then you get ready, which could be a simple routine, or you might just throw on some clothes. Finally, you head to work or start your workday. You might ease into it gently by planning, or you might dive right into your tasks. and that's the entire story. The key is knowing these phrases so you can tell your own story smoothly.
Perfect recap, Jack. You got all the important steps and phrases. Now, the best part is making this your own and sharing it. Now for our favorite part, hearing from you. It's time for our question of the day. This is how we build our amazing community here. So today's question is, what is one thing in your morning routine that you couldn't live without? Is it your coffee, a specific podcast, 5 extra minutes of snooze? We want to know what makes your morning yours.
Ooh, that's a good one. And we'll go first to get the ball rolling. For me, it's 100% my first cup of coffee. It's non-negotiable. I don't even feel like a real person until I've had it. It's my fuel and my comfort. I could give up the snooze button before I gave up that coffee.
I believe it. For me, it's that quiet time with my water and stretching. Even if it's just 5 minutes, that little bit of stillness before the day really starts is what sets my mind right. I feel thrown off if I miss it. So that's my one thing.
See? 2 totally different answers, both perfect. Now it's your turn. This is super important. Write your answer in the comments below. Tell us, what's the one thing you couldn't live without in your morning? We read so many of your comments, and we love getting to know you. It's the best part of our day.
Absolutely. And the very best way to learn and remember these new phrases is to use them immediately. So here's a simple practice prompt for you. Practice by writing one sentence about your morning using one of the new phrases we learned today. For example, you could write, I always hit the snooze button twice, or I like to whip up a smoothie. Just one sentence in the comments. We'll be there reading them and cheering you on.
Yes, and if you found this video helpful, if you learned a new phrase, or just felt more confident about talking about your routine, please do us a huge favor and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps other learners find our simple, practical lessons.
Absolutely. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. We make new videos every week to help you take the stress out of English and start speaking with confidence. We don't want you to miss what's coming next.
Speaking of what's next, Sophie, what are we working on for our wonderful viewers?
We've got some amazing topics lined up. Soon, we'll be breaking down how to navigate a restaurant conversation in English, from ordering to dealing with problems. We're also planning a super useful video on how to talk about your hobbies and free time, because I like watching movies can only take you so far. And by popular request, we'll do a deep dive into common English texting slang and abbreviations so you can text with confidence.
You will not want to miss those. They are going to be so much fun and so useful.
We believe so much in your ability to learn and grow. Every small step you take, like writing one sentence in the comments today, is a huge victory. Keep going.
You've got this. We're all learning together.
We believe in you.
Keep learning. See you next time.